Well. What is if it isn't your pal Exotic Megazzle Blaze, and welcome back to another video. And today I have a new scary story, which introducing blood stains. And also before I begin reading the title, the description, which you'll always already know by it, is when I first checked when I let I checked the last I checked the last scary story video I read. That was like yesterday. That was yesterday in the morning, and I found out it had reached about 41 views, which is not pretty that high for any famous YouTubers. But yeah, I checked the last scary story video I read. That was like perfect vision, and found out that it reached over 41 views, which is most pretty high for my other videos who barely got any more views, just like the last video. And seems like that you guys are so eager to wait for me to upload my scary stories in the morning, or during the afternoon, or sometimes at night. So I guess I'll try to upload scary stories in the afternoon instead of at night. So I'll try to keep that in mind. But and without further ado, without further ado, yeah, I have a new one, a new story, which of course, yeah, blood stains, and as you can see by the description, is about, yeah, all it says is about a family who who moved into an old house where a notorious bloody murder has been committed. And as you can see, the thumbnail, it just shows a picture of a blood of a blood print of a bloody handprint, a bloody of a bloody hand stain on the wall. Uh, but with that out of the way, let's get on with the story. As usual, I'll be copying and pasting the link of the website Scary for Kids in the description below, so that you guys can check it out whenever you guys feel like it, or don't. But sit back, relax, and watch me cook as I read the story. Bloodstains. Yeah, here it goes. This is Bloodstains. Enjoy. After the murders, the house had. Hold up. Hold up, guys. After the murders, the the house had lain empty for 2 whole years. The news the newspapers were full of sickening details about the brutal crime, and whenever prospective buyers heard what had happened behind those gray concrete walls, they stayed well away. Then one day, a young married couple named Mr. and Mrs. Griffin came to view the Peter. I mean, Mr. and Mrs. Griffin came to view the house. Oh, what, Mr. and Mrs. Griffin? Oh, what is this kind of like Peter Griffin and Louis? Peter Griffin and Lois Griffin? What, Lois? Yeah. What, Lois? They liked the book of it, and the price was very low, so they decided to buy it. Before they moved in, they had some workmen come to clean the bloodstains off the walls and the bathtub and the kitchen sink. They had to install new carpeting to cover the stubborn bloodstains on the floorboards, and even after airing the house out for a week, there was still an odd smell that lingered in the hall closet. The Griffins thought it was best to avoid telling their children about the grim history of their new home. There was no sense in needlessly upsetting the little ones, and it might cost them some sleepless nights. Oh, the Griffins? just like the Griffin, just like the Griffin family from Family Guy. Like, yeah, Peter Griffin, Lois Griffin, Megan, Stewie, Chris, and Brian. Yeah, are we basically talking about the Griffin family from Family Guy? Let's pretend that we're talking about the Griffin family in the story. Okay, sorry, guys. For the first few days after we moved in, things went splendidly. The children had a party and invited all their friends from school. Mr. and Mrs. Griffin went around and met their new neighbors. It seemed like they were all settling in nicely. One night, as they were getting ready for bed, Mrs. Griffin was in a thoughtful mood. Oh, giddy, 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 giddy. I'm just trying to do that line that Quagmire did. The giddy, 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 giddy. Did you know that one of Mrs. Bentley's hands was found in the kitchen? She asked. Oh, said her husband. Really? Yes, but her fingers were in the dining room. How ghastly, replied her husband. I wouldn't mind if he had used a gun, she said, but the way he carried it out, bits here and bits there, well, he made a mess of the whole house. It wasn't all his doings, said her husband. If Mrs. Bentley hadn't insisted on dragging herself around from room to room and trying to escape, well, she wouldn't. Well, she wouldn't have had to drag herself if he hadn't chopped her legs off. Well, she wouldn't have had to drag herself if he had chopped off her legs, said his wife. I suppose you're right, dear, Mr. Griffin replied. Do you think we should invite the Tailbot sisters over for dinner tomorrow? Oh, those two are a pair of old gossips, said his wife. The only reason they'll be coming is to see if we manage to get rid of all of the stains. He didn't plan it in advance. You see, said her husband. How was he to know that how was he to know that her sister would drop by unexpectedly? And of course, when the mailman came by to deliver the letters and saw what was going on, obviously he had to go too. It was a rather a mess, said Mrs. Griffin. I think I'll take a bath before bed. In the bath where he chopped off her legs, asked her husband. Yes, that one, she replied. The downstairs bath looks a bit too dirty. Well, in that case, I'll just pop into the bathroom while you're getting ready, he said. Mr. Griffin was shaving himself in the bathroom when he suddenly felt very strange. Staring at him in the mirror, he knew there was something wrong. He just didn't feel himself. And then, as he stared at his reflection, an odd sensation came over him, as if his mind was somehow clouded and he wasn't quite in control of his own actions. He quietly opened the bathroom door, walked silently down the hallway, and tiptoed up the stairs to the attic. When he got there, he opened a small cupboard and saw it sitting there in the corner. He had no idea how, but he knew it would be there. The axe. He had no idea how, but he knew it would be there. The axe. Mrs. Griffin was sitting in front of the bedroom mirror, putting up her hair when she noticed her husband come into the room. His hands were behind his back, almost as if he was hiding something, and there was a curious look on his face. What are you doing, dear? She asked. I'm thinking I won't make such a mess this time, he replied. Wait, I'm thinking I won't make such a mess this time, he replied. Oh no. I think I know what he's gonna do. I mean, since that he found the axe, I mean, since that Mr. Griffin found the axe, oh no, he's gonna do the same thing to what happened of the murder. He's gonna chop his wife. He's gonna chop his wife's legs off. Yeah, Mr. Griffin is gonna chop off Mrs. Griffin's legs, just like of what happened to the in the in just like what happened to the murder. Just like from the notorious murder that happened. Oh no, that's really bad. Yeah, Mr. Griffin is like psychotic of coming up with the idea to literally chop his own wife's legs off with the axe that he found. That's cold and obscene and notorious. But all right, guys. So that was the story, Bloodstains. If you guys, I'm sure you guys all have enjoyed this story, but you guys already know the drill. Like, subscribe, comment, and let me know what stories you guys want me to read. Just just scroll through just scroll down through all the stories this website has in store for you, and let me know on what stories you guys want me to read. Just comment down the title of the stories that you guys want me to, and I'll be sure to check it out someday, and we'll pick out the story of which one of you want me to read. But all right, but overall, this was really a nice, scary story. Thanks for sticking around to the end. Until next time, giggity, Family Guy. Okay. I don't know what the hell am I doing. What the fuck was that? Yeah, I don't know what the fuck was that. What the heck was I doing? Yeah, thank you so much for sticking around. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.